Ralph Caldecott was the finest of the early illustrators of entertaining books for children. His pictures add details to the stories, details that are not described in the words. Today, each year, the Caldecott Medal is presented to the winning book that has the most acclaimed illustrations. This is his version of John Gilpin. Remember back to the first picture? Did you notice the cat at the bottom of the plate? If you look at it hard and turn it on its side, it's actually a self-portrait. Caldecott's books are all delights, but dreadful books also have a fascination. Dr. Hoffman, a psychiatrist, wrote this book, Struwwelpeter, in 1844 as a Christmas present for his 3-year-old son when he couldn't find anything more suitable. It became an instant bestseller, even though it would have given 3-year-old children nightmares. Mark Twain translated it for American children. Shock-headed Peter, or as Mark Twain called him, Slovenly Peter. Just look at him. There he stands with his nasty hair and hands. See his nails, and never cut. They are grimed as black as soot. And the sloven, I declare, never once has combed his hair. Anything to me is sweeter than to see shock-headed Peter. The story of Little Sucker Thumb. One day, Mama said, "Conrad dear, I must go out and leave you here. But mind now, Conrad, what I say, don't suck your thumb when I'm away." The great tall tailor always comes to little boys who suck their thumbs, and ere they dream what he's about, he takes his great sharp scissors out and cuts their thumbs off, and then, you know, they never grow again. Mama had scarcely turned her back. The thumb was in. Alack, alack. The door flew open. In he ran, the great long red-legged scissor man. Oh, children, see, the tailor's come, and caught out Little Sucker Thumb. Snip, snap, snip, the scissors go, and Conrad cries out, "Oh, oh, oh!" Snip, snap, snip, they go so fast that both his thumbs are off at last. Mama comes home. There Conrad stands, and looks quite sad, and shows his hands. "Ah," said Mama, "I knew he'd come to naughty Little Sucker Thumb." There are lots of nice things you can collect. Forfeits and games, Peter Piper's practical principles of pronunciation. Humphrey Hunchback had 100 hedgehogs. Inigo Impey inspected an Indian image. Jumping Jackie jeered a jesting juggler. And Kimbo Kemble kicked his kinsman's kettle. Yes, and Peter Piper did pick a peck of peppers. In school visits and presentations to any organisations, I like to hand out pages dating from 1280. Let people handle them. And I wish I could let you do the same. Just go to eBay and type in manuscript and see how many ancient things are available cheaply. This is a piece of 14th century printing with hand-painted initials. Everyone knows it's good to read things to children, from birth right up to the day when they leave home. And I don't think you can start too early. Dylan Thomas. It is spring, moonless night in the small town, starless and Bible black, the cobblestones silent, and the hunched courtesan rabbits would limping invisible down to the slow black crow-black fishing boat bobbing sea. To kids when they're 6 months old. Why not? That's what mine got. Beautiful lyrical stuff just for the sounds of the words. I don't have to understand everything. There are some books and poems I still don't know that I understand entirely, but I still love reading them for the sounds of the words. Margaret, are you grieving over Golden Grove unleaving? Leaves like the things of man, you with your fresh thoughts care for, can you? Ah, as the heart grows older, it will come to such sights colder by and by, nor spare a sigh, though worlds of wanwood leaf meal lie. Oh yes, and the Binsley poplars that dandled a sandaled shadow, that swam or sank on meadow and river, a wind-wandering, weed-winding bank. Good stuff. So I hope children will get heaps of things read to them. Cereal packet words, poetry, excerpts from novels, interesting non-fiction facts, magazine articles, everything we can at every opportunity. But do they also experience theatrical performance? Musicals? Do they read and write plays? Are they encouraged to move to words? At the lowest level, how many jokes require body language in the telling? How many arguments are enhanced by gestures? What sort of book structures do they experience? I'd like you to type artist books with an apostrophe into Google. Click on images above the box, hit search and see what you get. Do some general searches too, play around. I think you might find some things that surprise you. Sometimes the structure of a book can inspire the words that go into it. Many of these structures are quite easy for children to create. If you're prepared to stay with me, I'll show you some more.